Okay, guys, I had to take a second to recover from that loss. This is the Utah Jazz postgame show on the Hoops Nerd channel. The thing is the Blazers are a really good team, and I know that the Jazz have beat them twice, and actually really badly this season. For whatever reason, tonight, the Blazers came in with a better game plan, or maybe the Jazz just didn't play as well as they did before. But you always have to respect the Blazers. Nurkic is a good player. He's annoying as could be, but he's a good player. And Damian Lillard and CJ are legitimate scorers in the league. Damian Lillard is an MVP candidate every year. This is a good team. And so the Jazz should never consider a game against the Blazers a given. Tonight would have been massive for Utah because they would have had the tie break against the Blazers. Now they're going to have to try to beat them again. It's going to be tied. And I don't know what that means. So this was a tough night for the Jazz. Big win for the Blazers because of playoff seeding. Things are mattering now. The Jazz were in the playoff race. I think they're going to fall to 8th now after this loss. That's rough. Anyways, the Jazz shot 21% from 3. We could probably end the show right there. No one could hit a shot. Tonight, Donovan Mitchell was an absolute star for the Jazz. Even he wasn't shooting the ball particularly well tonight, but 42% from the field. And he was one of only 3 players that could hit a 3 tonight. Jay Crowder, Donovan Mitchell, and Royce O'Neal hit a 3. Those are the only players. Kyle Korver, 0 for 5. Joe Ingles, 0 for 3. Derek Favors, 0 for 2. Ricky Rubio, 1 of 4. Ricky Rubio hit a 3. That corner 3, that was big. So, you know what? Tough shooting night for the Jazz. They could not hit the 3 at, tonight, 21%. If the Jazz hit 2 more threes out of all that, out of the 33 they took, if they could have hit 9, they win the game. But they didn't, and the Blazers did, and that's why they won. And sometimes you just lose games, Sometimes you just don't hit shots. And that's why the Jazz lost tonight. I actually felt like the Jazz played pretty well. That Nurkic run was big. But you know what? Nurkic is a good player. He's going to do that. Like, you're not going to just completely shut him down. Rudy Gobert played really nice tonight. Nurkic had a good game against him, though. And sometimes that happens. Rudy's not going to dominate every single center every single night. Sometimes he's not going to have his most dominant performances. And tonight against Nurkic, who's a tough cover, it was pretty 6s tonight. Not a lot else to add. I feel like if Dante Exum would have been playing in this game, the Jazz probably win because he would have manufactured 6 to 8 points, and his defense really is that good that you could put him on, someone else. Like, I don't think Jake Layman scores like he did if Dante plays this game. Jake Layman was the difference in this game. He hit some big shots that cost the Jazz, and if you have Dante Exum in the game, sometimes those are the little things that cost and get you the win. Like, for the Blazers, Jake Layman hit shots and Kyle Korver didn't. That's the game. It happens. Tough night for the Jazz. They've got to find a way to beat Denver. Denver is tough, and they're a tough cover for Utah. We'll see what they do with their lineups. It was interesting to see Ricky Rubio come off the bench. I don't know if, it's a minute restriction, but is that just because the Jazz like what they've been seeing with Donovan at the point and they're going to keep going, or what? I don't know. But one thing's for sure, and this is what we're going to end on, the Jazz have to make a trade, guys. The Jazz need to get a core that they can build, know our identity, and go on with that. The Jazz need to have an identity. I'm tired of having 2 identities for Utah. The 2 big, 2 center starting identity, and then the stretch 4 halfway through the first quarter and then through the second until we start the game. Like, let's have an identity from minute 1 through 48. That's what I want. That's more enjoyable. It's more easy to know what to expect. It's probably easier for players to know what to expect and how to cover and play. You can switch things up like that, but when you're switching things up on the fly, plus you're trying to figure out who's on the floor, what style we're doing on offense, all these different things that happen with like a non-stretch 4 and then a stretch 4, it's got to be hard sometimes to always remember what to do. It's amazing how well the Jazz do with that. And so I want the Jazz to get an identity. They need to make a trade, whether it's for Otto Porter, Kevin Love, whatever it is. Get us a stretch 4 and let's play with good offense. The Jazz have been stuck at 20th in offense for the entire season. That's the difference. Tonight they couldn't get it. If you get 40% from 3, the Jazz win this game. because the defense was good enough. And if the Jazz could have gotten a little bit more offensive firepower, they probably win this game. You know? Anyways, guys, tough loss. It hurts. This one sucks and hurts. We'll see if the Jazz can bounce back. I will talk to you later. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.